Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about the concept of center of mass. So for this we have to assume a body which is in translatory motion, right? So we have a body which is supposed to be moving in a translatory motion. Then we can define center of mass of a body as a point where the whole mass of that body is assumed to be concentrated during that motion. So that point is called the center of mass, or we can define that center of mass as that if we have a system of particles or if we have a body. So we can define center of mass as a point which moves in the same way in which a single particle having the total mass of the system or of the body. If we are saying it as a body, then we will write it here, of the body, and acted upon by the same external force would move, right? So we can define this center of mass as, if we have a body or a system of particles, then we consider a point which moves in the same way in which a single particle which is equivalent to that body, means a single particle which has the same mass that of the body, and the external force that is acting on the whole system or the whole body are considered to be acted upon that single particle. So if that particle is showing the same motion as that of the object or that of the system of particles, then we consider that point as the center of mass of that system. So that means, suppose if we have a system of particles or if we have a body like this and it is moving in this direction with some velocity v and its mass is capital M. Now instead of this we consider a point like this, right, somewhere in between this body. If we consider a point, it should be inside the body, right? So let us consider inside it. So if there is a point inside the body whose mass is capital M and it is also showing the velocity v, or the forces that are acting on the whole system are acting on it only, if we get such point, then that point is called as a center of mass for this system of particle. So a single point which has same mass, same external forces acting on it and showing same kind of motion of to that particle, to that system of particles or to that body, then that point is called center of mass for that system of particle. Now there is a slight difference between center of mass, we write it by center cm means center of mass, and Cg is center of gravity. So there is a slight difference between center of mass and center of gravity. This is a point on which we consider that whole mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated, right? So we assume that whole mass of the body is concentrated at this point. While in case of center of gravity, we consider a point where whole weight of the body is supposed to be concentrated, then that point is called center of gravity. Now if we have a uniform gravitational field, in case of a uniform gravitational field, this center of mass and center of gravity coincides. So if we have a uniform gravitational field in the region, then the center of mass and the center of gravity coincides with each other. So that's a whole thing about center of mass. Now next we have to study about the center of mass for a system of particles. We will find mathematical expression for that in the next video. For that, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.